NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, BA. I mean, Anthony Davis is shining with the Lakers. LeBron said, quote, "There's a reason we wanted him here. He's a complete player. All he ever wanted was a chance. And now that he has it, we haven't seen the best of AD yet. He is just scratching the surface." Makes you excited, BA?
They make one heck of a tag team. Thanks, Allie. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Kemba Walker.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. Barrett plays the small forward with Randall in at the 4. Kemba Walker's out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Noel in at the 5. And for the Lakers, we've got LeBron James. Avery Bradley out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Trevor Ariza, and it's Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, here we are in mid-season now, Grant. How do players mentally cope with the grind of an NBA season?
That's a good question, BA. I mean, you have to find ways to take your mind off of things as a team. Having outlets helps distract you. It's so important for players as they endure the lengthy season.
Now here's Davis. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game. Tries it from the block, and it comes off the front of the rim. And here's New York now. Randall, the pass to Fournier. On the take. Rejected by James. And they get it back. 6 to shoot. Randall, a screen on Davis. And it's Walker off the drive. He's off on that one. And it's the Lakers the other way.
Yeah, and you know, as LeBron continues his illustrious, remarkable career, the question seems unavoidable. It's inevitable, him or MJ for greatest of all time. For me, it's a matter of what flavor you like. You can't go wrong with either one. Personally, I know Jordan's got the rings, LeBron's got the career numbers, but I like the fact LeBron is 6'8", 250 plus. Jordan was only 6'6", 215. I'm going with the bigger guy.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Walker's shot is off. You know, Clark, it seems LeBron has cemented his top 2 spot, but many will say he'll never pass Jordan. What do you think?
Well, B, I tell you what, I don't have a problem with those folks who say that MJ is the greatest. I can see why people feel that way. And I'm leaning that way, but I love what LeBron has done longevity-wise. Titles are not the only measure for greatness in a team sport. So LeBron would get my nod just by an edge, a whisker, if I had to pick one or the other, him or MJ.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Pass to Davis. Lets it go from 11. And the jumper is good.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And here's Walker. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Lakers. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they faced the Knicks.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Lakers ahead, up 6. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And you think about LeBron James, not just one of the all-time greats. He's really a coach on the floor.
have the freedom to call sets, whatever I feel best suit our team. I'm a smart, cerebral basketball player. My basketball IQ is very high, and I take that very seriously. So I know what best suits our team, and our coaching staff does as well.
He really does process the game at such a high level, Grant.
Yeah, an all-time level. And he'll let you know about it. I mean, no false modesty at all. Says, I got this.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. Guys, what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So on the floor for New York, Cam Reddish is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Emmanuel Quickley. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Robinson in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Horton Tucker. Monk for three. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Hey, I've never seen Monk think he can't make a shot from anywhere, including these long bombs. Like a lot of young players, B.A., it took Monk some time to get going, but he's found his stride in the NBA now.
Now here's Burks. Screen by Gibson. And Reddish, here we go. Ooh, Howard with a block.
And, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Anthony, right side. Tries the 9-footer, and it's Monk. That time on the assist by Anthony. Monk's got 5 now. Clark, with Malik Monk, you can see the improvement he's had.
Yeah, it's about efficiency. We knew he could put the ball in the basket, but now his shot selection has improved, and I think he's gotten better as a ball handler, too.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
All right, B.A., Russell Westbrook last season said titles won't define him. He said, quote, I grew up in the streets. I'm a champion. I don't have to be an NBA champion. My legacy isn't based on what I do on this court. It's what I do off the floor. How many people I'm able to impact and inspire.
Well, different perspective, Allie. Good stuff. Here's Reeves. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Anthony with a screen on quickly. Monk passes to Anthony. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Now, I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
One shot.
One shot.
.56 seconds left in the first half. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
James is checked in for the Lakers. Johnson comes in for Horton Tucker. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Burks with it, picked up by James. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Knicks, Alec Burks. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Noel, he's checked in for New York. He does not get the second one. Well, Anthony Davis helped rescuing the Lakers from some lean years. In the 6 seasons prior to his arrival, they'd missed the playoffs more times than in the previous 65 years of the franchise.
And a year after they got him, they're hoisting the Larry O'Brien Trophy. And now with this new contract, he should help them compete for a long time to come. And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
Personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for New York, Julius Randle, taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Randle.
You know, it takes young guys a little while to figure it out, and after 4 up-and-down seasons with the Lakers, Julius Randle joined New Orleans in 2018, busted out for over 20 points per game with the Pelicans.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Noel. Stolen by Davis. Now James. Over Randle. And some nice defense there to end the quarter.
Terrific timing by Noel, utilizing his vertical and hands extremely well in terms of how he blocks shots.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks. I'm here with Frank Vogel, and Coach, the offense seemed to get on track in the second quarter. What changed for you?
We just settled down offensively. You know, it seemed like we had some nerves early on in the game. We were attacking the paint, trying to play extra pass basketball, but we were a little hesitant. I thought we just settled down in this quarter.
Hopefully more aggressive in the second half. Thanks.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Welcome. First up, let's look at the 2 guys who are each leading their respective teams through the first half. Question for either of you. Were there guys around the league you enjoyed matching up with?
You know what? I always like playing Shaq because he's so exceptional and he presented such unique challenges. I even would say their team let me guard him sometime to make it even more challenging.
Well, I would love playing Kenny, Ernie. You know why?
Well, why?
Because he can't guard me.
All right, fellas, let's check in on our first half of action and the dominating performance for the Lakers.
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense, everything clicked into place. Fantastic shot selection. They took advantage of everything the defense gave them.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You got to like what Anthony Davis has done in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
LeBron James out there with Trevor Ariza. Then there's Avery Bradley. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Davis. 6 points for him. And the basket by Westbrook. Clark, a lot's been made of small ball in the NBA. But you look at the teams making deep playoff runs, and they've got size.
Well, I think you need both. I think you need a combination of size and skill, and you also need a nice blend of youth and experience. All of that makes for championship caliber teams. But the game of basketball is always going to be a game of skill, and size can enhance that skill.
Now here's Westbrook. A 17-point lead, their biggest.
Boy, this is Westbrook at his absolute best, attacking, getting into the lane, and finishing in style.
Fournier, the pass to Randle.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Back to Fournier. Randle, a screen on James. And that's a foul called on Evan Fournier. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Monk, he's checked in for the Lakers. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Burks comes in for Walker. To the left wing. Good chance here for Westbrook. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Westbrook's got 7 points. Westbrook's got a perfect 3 for 3 so far.
And the longevity of LeBron's greatness is unprecedented. The oldest starter in the league last season and still producing at an MVP level.
There's a minute 17 left to play in the third. Westbrook outside. And finished off by Westbrook.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Now here's Burks. And it's blocked by Davis. For 3, Randall sends it home from three-point land. He's got 6.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Westbrook, the pass to Davis. Down low. Here's Ariza. Robinson with the block. And they get it back. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ariza, defended by Burks. Going all the way to the rack. Here's Fournier. Lets it go for the baseline and nails it.
And Fournier is a very confident player. I mean, you can just see it. A very efficient shooter off the dribble.
James outside. Goes up at the elbow. Chalk up 2 there.
You know, the defense is always worried about LeBron driving, so it allows him to have the space he needs and wants for his mid-range game.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Lakers ahead. They lead by 18. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for New York. Inside, we have Randall and Robinson. Kemba Walker's out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Reddish in at the 3. Drains the triple. Quickly's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Westbrook. Pass to Davis. Back to Westbrook. Shoots over Walker. And it's Westbrook that time on the assist by Davis. Westbrook's got 11 points here in the second half. Outside Walker. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
And the shot looks so smooth coming out of Walker's hands, and he's consistent at making it from there.
Davis with it. Robinson defending. Pass to Anthony. Here's Horton Tucker.
2 men remain in his ball.
Here's Davis. Robinson with the block. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Up top, Randall. He's guarded by Anthony. That's short off the rim. And for the Lakers, their shooting continues to impress. 65% from the field. Back to Horton Tucker. Westbrook with a screen on Quickly. Here's Horton Tucker. Robinson defending. Now here's Johnson. From the high post. Got a piece of it.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Lakers.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year.
After losing the first game, they've come back and evened things up in this one. They'll play one more time in this season series after this.
And partner, it sets up what should be a fantastic finale to the season series. Major bragging rights on the line that night.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Here's Westbrook. Nice follow-through on the fadeaway.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Now here's Walker. Defense is right there.
Davis so good with his timing and length to get up and deny shots.
Anthony outside. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
LeBron, you've accomplished so much in this league. How have you been able to sustain it for so long?
It's only a select few. There's not many who make it to this point, and I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations, and for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humble.
Well, you're a sponge for knowledge, and you have a great work ethic, and it's been fun to watch. Thanks, LeBron.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.